Hello everybody, Dren608 back with another turn for the Civil War by Victory Games, designed by Eric Lee Smith. We are going into game turn 10. There is a mistake that I don't think I correct until game turn 11 about Sedgwick here. I was spending Eastern commands for this, so I did go back and redress it in come turn 11. You'll actually see that fixed. So sending me comments about Sedgwick moving illegally, I know, I caught it. It took me a couple turns. One of the problems you have when you're playing solitaire is sometimes you're not aware that you just messed something up totally, and then trying to go back and fix it. That's the lovely thing about Vassal is it does have memory, and I can go back and play through the vlog and figure out where I made the mistake and how it should have actually been corrected. You'll see that at the beginning of turn 11 in the next video. Right now we're just going to continue on with turn 10 and see what happens. Okay, where to do our review. Again, no big surprises. I'm not sure I ever... the Union went secondary in the west, primary in the east, because I was thinking I needed to have more points to move like Sedgwick around and stuff. And I think I was going to try and get McDowell to move like down here to capture some of the stuff in Western Virginia, stuff like that. So I think that's what my logic was there. Don't quote me on that. Although I may have... Yes. So I got my command points, and then the South gets their command points. And then I had to stack them up and put out the things for next turn. I did spend one naval command point, I believe at this point. Was Foot? I believe Foot got wounded last turn or something. Because I don't see him in with the Navy here. Oh, no, maybe this is him. Oh, he's probably there. But I know that I had an odd command point. Oh, no. Why does it do that? Stop that. It always comes up huge like that. CSA has 4 leaders. Union has 6. I had some discretionary command points, and I was really trying to hoping to get an 11. I don't know why I spent it. I probably shouldn't have bothered. But I did. So the Alabama got a net 4. Florida got a net 10. There's 14 more ships sunk. They're up to 41, so they're well on their way to getting another victory point out of those ships sunk. I did move down their production and their imports. They really should be a couple points higher because I screwed up, and that will be corrected again in turn 11. Right now, it's not affecting anything. It's not making them have to spend more for depots or anything, so it turned out to be immaterial at this point, but it could have made a huge difference if they'd have been right on the border. Oh, yeah, and there was this huge die differential. It's like absolutely amazing. I think I took a freebie leader, which turned out to be McPherson. He had to go wherever his problem counter is. Oh yeah, and I spent the Trans-Mississippi points because the Confederates didn't have a pulse to destroy their depots when it ended last time. That was my bad as the Confederates. I did have a pulse, I just didn't have any commands to spend, and I could have destroyed both of these depots. So that was my goofball move in the South. And then I took 2 more leaders here. I was trying to get, I got Grant's promotion leader. And then, who the other one was? No, it was Schofield's promotion. Then I went off and get this thing out of my way so you guys can see it. I believe at this point I'm starting to do another naval invasion. I saw something that I could do, so I took a whole bunch of strength points and foot. 4 strength points, 2 ironclads, 4 transports, and we went and we attacked Fort Fisher. So the fort got to shoot at me here, and it took out an ironclad. And then here's the addition. Fort Fisher is 1 for the hex, 2 for the fortress, so it's a grand total of 3. And Union was 4 strength points plus 4 transports divided by 2 was +2, plus an IC, which was equal to 7. So it's like 3 to 1. It's like column J +1 for the Union leader. And if you look at the column, I don't think you can actually lose at 3 to 1 +1, because you always get like at least a D1 with a medium force. And so that would eliminate the strength point, and you would take it with, because it's a small force, it can't really hurt you. The extra strength point in these fortresses and stuff puts you up to the medium size. When you're in a fort or a fortress, then they become 4 points. So it's usually at best like a 2 to 1, but you're on the medium size, which gives you a chance to match the Union die roll, which is why you see me start to put points in various places. And I took down the ports there. And then I think I started to do... Oh yeah, I was going to try to move 2 strength points into New Bern. And then I realized that I couldn't actually do that because I was using Eastern points rather than naval points or CPs. That's why I probably should have saved my... what do you call it? I should have saved my naval point so that I could have used the naval leader and then done a sea transfer like that. So instead of spending those 2 points there, I went over here and I moved Grant, and it's only showing Grant. I wish it would center on enemy units, but Grant basically moved across the river trying to draw Joe Johnston's little army out. If you look, he's a 10 to a 5, so it's like, yeah, I'll take a 1 shift from a 2 to 1 to a +5, and be +3 on that table. I would do major damage to Joe Johnston probably, and he failed to react because he doesn't have a cavalry leader that can help him. So Grant moves another space. He's basically going around him, trying to get between him and Vicksburg. This time, Johnston sees it, moves back towards Vicksburg. We captured Jackson, and then we moved back here because I didn't want to try to attack him across the river. I was just trying to get myself in position beyond the river because I don't have a rail line completely the way I need to. If I were to fight him in Jackson, I would have lost a strength point, so I retreated. And the same thing happened here. So I just said, no, I'm going back here because there's 6 strength points there. Now the Army of the Mississippi is actually stronger than the Army of the Tennessee. So, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think Grant should have advanced. I probably messed that up. I think I moved Grant 1 too many movement points. And in the CSA, I'm not sure exactly what it did here. Oh, I got forgot to take my militia for Florida. So that's what I'm doing here. I was taking a strength point in Little Rock and I went in the wrong direction. I'm like, why did I get all those strength points? Oh yeah, I spent a point in the west to get Van Dorn the heck out of the army because he was just causing me havoc, and I think I sent him to Florida. Yeah, I sent him to Florida so that he would be able to possibly maneuver around Sedgwick. Again, this is before I realized that I had screwed up with the whole Sedgwick thing. Um, and I believe I built. I'm not sure exactly what I did there. Huh. Army Mississippi. Oh, I made the Army Mississippi stronger. That's what I did. And I think I was taking some strength points. I had designs of with Ewell here. Ewell, however you say his name. I was strengthening him up. I had a pretty good strong force to hold Wilmington in their fortress, and I was thinking that I might be able to get Ewell down here to capture New Bern at some point. I think that's what my thought process was. Uh, I also increased the strength points, if I remember right. Oh, I think maybe I took a strength point out of there and sent it north. I got Polk. That's what I did. Moved Polk. That's what I did. I was moving Polk around. And we didn't get quite a big a split. We're down to die roll. Yeah, we're down to a 4. And I believe I'm taking a leader. Why is it not? Yeah, I got Pemberton. And then made the Army of the Mississippi up to full strength. And then I took Morgan out, and he went on a run, starting to go try to run around and screw up my supply lines again. And then in the east, I'm not sure exactly what I did. Oh, I built a depot. That's what I did. Took a USA leader, it looks like. And the Army of the Potomac went back up to full strength. What did I do here? Building up strength points somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. Is it Porter's? Oh, I put some in Porter's command. And I think I might have been building up Washington too. That's getting, yeah, it's got like 10 in it, so. And then we got to 4 for the CSA. Or 3. 7 to 3. Actually, should have been a 4. So you can see I messed up in several cases where I messed up the differential. I really would like to have the differential just be a thing that says each side rolls 2 dice and you tell me what the difference is and who won, rather than me rolling a pair of dice and another person wearing a pair of dice and having to do the math. That might be a nice little automated feature to add to a future module of this. So I built a depot in Chattanooga. Yeah, I got Sherman in there. Was promoted. And then Sheridan, I think, got his promotion. And then we had a 2-point differential. And I think I just took in some reinforcements there. And then another 2-point differential. And I think at this point, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the South is out and the Union is almost out. And with a 2-point differential, I think I might have had Lion go on a quick march. Let's go check over here in the east. Yeah, I had Lion move across like, come on, Bobby, let's fight, because he wanted to get his promoters. He has a bunch of leaders here. Okay, and they're like, he's okay, but Steele could be promoted. And it was about as good as I could get. I think this is a cavalry leader as well. I'm not sure, but it's somebody who can be promoted. But I mean, I'm at plus 4 is about as good as I'm going to get with one reroll against Bobby, and he's going to be plus 6 because he's just got everybody over there. So my thought was, I just need to start chipping away at the Army of the Northern Virginia, and that's where my command points are to spend. So let's go over there and try it. Bobby Lee was able to react, or failed to react because he rolled a 1. So I moved again, and he was able to react. And I'm like, I'm trying to chase him, and he's running away. And then I thought about it. I said, you know, I think I'm going to go back to capture Strasbourg, just to be annoying. And then this is where it's like a 5-point differential. There's like, what did I have? Oops, wrong place. I think I had a strength point. This thing bothers me. Oh yeah, and then I spent 3 in the east, thinking I could go march into Brunswick. And then this is me. I was straightening out the trash barrel because I couldn't figure out. I thought that Sedgwick had been promoted, and I'm pretty sure he was, but I didn't put him in the leader pool. And I think I took my last leader, that was Steele, and then that was the end of the log file. When I went back and checked through my log files, that's when I found the errors from turn 9 and 10, moving Sedgwick around using Eastern commands, which were not legal. So I did fix them. I think I built a depot, and I moved some strength points into McClellan in turn 10. And I think I built a depot or something in turn 9. Or no, I built a fort in turn 9 in the east, where New Bern is, which kind of stopped the South's idea of retaking it. So I did correct the mistake, because that was kind of a big one that Steele's running around on, or Sedgwick is running around on points that he should not be running around on. So you'll see that at the beginning of the next video in turn 11. The Union is not getting very far. They're outside of Vicksburg, but Vicksburg is like really strong. 12 points. That's the maximum strength of the Army of the Tennessee. Fortunately, I can bring up the Army of the Tennessee to full points because of being on the river. But I also have this pesky cavalry guy who's going to be coming running around here, grabbing rail lines and just giving me total havoc. And I don't really have a cavalry leader to go chase him down right now. I can't remember. I think maybe they might be in Cairo. I can't remember where I put them, because I wanted to have a cavalry leader to match Bobby's army over here, where he's got. He doesn't have a cavalry leader in there unless this guy's a cavalry leader. Yeah, he does. That face down guy, I believe, is a cavalry leader. Then I got Stewart over here, and I got Forrest with A.S. Johnston, and then which lets me be able to move around in the Nashville area. And then Morgan wasn't helping the army anyway, so I figured let's just go off and run around and just like convert rail lines and make the Union think about having to do something. Don't know if it's going to work or not, but hey, it seemed like the thing to do. My biggest problem, like I said, is Trans-Mississippi really doesn't stand a chance here. I think I corrected at the beginning of turn 11. I took this off. This one in, what is that? Clarksville? Because I had meant to delete that in one of the Confederate pulses, but I kept on looking at things in the east and the west and not really paying attention. That's one of the things you have to do as the South is once you lose the ability to truly defend up here in the north of Arkansas, is you want to get rid of those depots because that forces the Union to spend some points to build them so they can keep moving, and it slows them down. And by the end of the war, they're probably going to take Arkansas from you. But if you can delay that to like turn 13 or 14, it makes it harder for them to go get Louisiana, divert some, possibly some discretionary command points to build some depots and things. So I'm not playing very efficiently with the South right now. I usually play better than this, and I'm definitely messing up all sorts of rules with the Union, not paying attention to where my command points have to be spent and stuff. So that's turn 10. I'm Dren608. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Leave me comments. Like I said, I already know you'll see at the beginning of the next video for turn 11 that I corrected Sedgwick and then used the points that I used there to do some other things like build a fort over here in New Bern in turn 9, and in turn 10, I think I brought these 2 strength points to McClellan and maybe another strength point to Philadelphia or into Washington. I'm not sure exactly what I did to correct the last mistake that I made. So, until next time, stay safe and bye-bye.